G'day guys, Andy Thomas here from Wolf on the Run. Yeah, sleeping bags. We all need them when we go camping. This is motorcycle camping, obviously. If you've got a ute, you can go bigger. Beds, bigger. Obviously, we have to get everything into our panniers. So size matters, as they say. First off, I'll do an update on my knee. If you watched my last video where I came off the bike 3 times, the last time yeah, the bike landed on my leg. I've had an MRI scan. I've got to see a specialist on Wednesday this week. Apparently my kneecap has slipped forward, my bone's cracked, my MCL is torn halfway through, and my ACL is perforated. So yeah, I made a good job of it. It's strapped up to the gunnels. Can't move, but yeah, we'll see. I'll keep you posted on that one. But anyway, let's talk about sleeping bags. G'day guys, thought I'd have a chat with you today about sleeping bags and sleeping sheets. Here in Australia, everybody thinks weather is 40 degrees day in, day out, but it's not. In the winter time, where we go, it probably gets down to about 3 degrees. I'll show you some photographs in a minute. Friend of mine, he was out camping, minus 9 degrees right in the outback. Yeah, bloody cold. So it's about sleeping bags. Obviously you got all the hiking ones and you know, like that sort of thing. But it depends on the expense, how much you can afford. Obviously I try and do things on a budget, as you guys know, making things, fabricating things, and yeah, if I've got $500 or $600 to spend on a sleeping bag, then I've got too much money. But that's my opinion. All these bags here that you see, they're all around about $100, which is, yeah, £50, 80 American dollars, and I couldn't tell you what in other currencies. I apologise. So they're not expensive things. But yeah, let's not a review, but let me show you what bags I've had and what I've resulted to as now. This is a Onesie sleeping bag. It's got arms, legs, hood, loads of zips on it, but it only goes down to about 3 degrees limit. 3.3 degrees, but as I'll show you in a minute, it is so comfortable. This is my old Coleman. You've seen this before. This is 0 degrees rated. Yeah, show you that one. This is one I had a long time ago. This is a mummy sleeping bag. This is the Adventure Ridge, and this one also goes down to 0 degrees. See, it's a little bit smaller. This is a cotton sleeping bag liner, or just a summer sheet that's also like a sleeping bag. Yeah, if it's the middle of winter, middle of summer, then yeah, perfect. But this is the latest purchase, but as you can see, it's absolutely massive. But it's minus 5 degrees. I don't know if you can see that. It's minus 5 degrees, and it's a big bag, really wide. As I said to you before, I like to move about in the bags. I don't like to be in those mummy ones. I'll show you the mummy one that I bought first. It's just so uncomfortable for me. I like to move around, hence me buying the Onesie. I'll show you that, and yeah. Alright guys, so this is the mummy sleeping bag. As you see, it's in a compression sack. It will compress down to a fairly small size. It is polyester filled, it's not down. You can get down ones that are a lot smaller, will pack down a lot smaller, but they're bloody expensive. So yeah, I've got a little ruler here that will probably pack down to about 250 mil once it's squashed and compressed. But I'll show you this one. As you can see, it's got all these ties on this one, so you can tie it down to the bottom of wherever your swag, your tent, anything. It's also got a zip across the bottom there, a little separate zip, just lets ventilation through to your feet if you do get too hot. But as you can see, it's really narrow across the bottom. That is 450 ml. So it's a nice warm bag, really warm bag. It's called the Adventure Black Ridge. Hood, drawstrings, so everything will draw up get your comfort in there, pull up around your head, it's nice and snug. But as I say, I felt claustrophobic in that one. I just felt a little bit too closed in and penned in. I'm a big guy, so I like to move around, I like to swap from side to side. So yeah, I used that one a few times. As I say, that's 0 rated, but again, because you're so enclosed in it, your body heat stays in there, so it's nice and snug. Alright, the next one I bought was this Coleman. Again, it's in a compression sack, which will go down, but it won't go down as small as the last one I showed you. I've had this one a fair while now, probably about 5 years. So it's a Coleman, and there's no hood on this one. But as you can see, it is a great sleeping bag. I did put tags in the bottom of this one, these little toggles, so that I can fasten the sleeping bag liner inside it, so it don't move around and twist about inside. As I say, when we go, I'll put some photos on, because people think Australia is always warm. There's a buddy of mine, he goes out a lot into the outback, and this photo is, I think it was minus 9 degrees that day he was camping out in his swag. Yeah, he got up the next morning, obviously everything's covered in ice. So this is a couple of photos, one of his bike and one of his tent there, look at the side, his swag bag. I wouldn't fancy getting out in the middle of the night to go for a jimmy. Yeah, I don't think you'd find it in that bloody temperature, but it does get really, really cold. So as I say, this is 0 degrees, so you need another 2 or 3, hence the sleeping bag liner that we put inside. I think the coldest I've got down to is about -3, but as I say, this photo was taken at -9. Alright, so that's the Coleman. That's a metre wide, by the way. As I say, I went up, like I say, I like to have, oh no, sorry, it's 900 wide. Yeah, it's 900mm wide. So it's still plenty of movement, lots and lots of room inside it, and it's a good quality bag. But again, it doesn't fold up, very, very small. Alright guys, this is the one. The only grief with this one is you do have to wear your merino wool socks, your merino wool underwear, long johns, but for movement wise it is absolutely fantastic. As you can see, it's its own bodysuit. You got a zip there, you got each individual leg, and because your extremities are not together and cuddled up using your body heat, each one's in one of these, so it makes you a little bit colder. But for comfort wise, it's amazing. I actually put my pillow inside the hood there, and I'll zip it up, and if I need to excuse me, if I need to go out in the middle of the night for a wee, I just get up. These have got like rubber buttons on, so you can actually walk in this, get up, do what I need to do with the zip myself back up again, and you don't even get cold. There's zips on the side, ventilation for your legs if you do get warm. These buttons will tighten up, cords on there, the boots will zip off, and it's got like slits there for your hands to come out. If they're not in the mitts, your hands can come out there. It's a great sleeping bag for movement, and you know, if you're a windmill sleeper, shall we call it. But again, it only goes down to 3.3 degrees, so it's not ideal for really, really cold. Alright, so I'll show you this one. This is the sleeping bag liner. This is probably about 2 or 3 degrees, that's all you'll get out of this. It's just to keep that wind chill off your tiny, tiny little bag. If you're camping in summer, it's perfect. Perfect. Let's just get it. Just a normal zip on the side, probably halfway down it comes. And again, this is 900mm wide. It's got a little hood. You put your pillar up there. That's a great little thing. And there's those tags that I was telling you about that I've put in that fasten to the bottom of that other bag. That's just a lightweight sheet, ideal for summer. But this is the latest thing I bought. This is a Dune 4-wheel drive sleeping bag, and as you can see, it's absolutely massive packed. That's the bag it comes in, but I'll show you it first. Bag itself, as you say, is massive, but like I say, this is a -5 degree bag. Hold on, back to front. Again, you got a drawstring hood, which will pull up, zip up, pull up. This is one I've just recently purchased, and I tried it the other day, and it's unreal. As I say, you can draw it up, look, so you've just got a little hole, and again, you can put your pillow inside there. I've actually put my Seater Summit inflatable bed inside it, so you're not actually slipping and sliding off your bed. You can put it inside there and lie on it. And this actually won't fit on the bench, look. That's a metre rule, and as you can see, it's actually wide. It's about 1100mm wide, and there's absolute rucks and rucks of room inside it. It's so comfortable. But as you've seen in the bag, it's really big. So what I've just done, I've just bought a compression sack. It's just a different one, just bought it off eBay, I think it was $8. So I bought a compression sack that I'll put this in rather than that one, because that one is quite big. You won't compress down that much. This one's a smaller one, so it'll stuff all inside, and I'll band that up and show you actually how small it does go. Right guys, there it is, look. As you can see, for the size of that sleeping bag, it packs up. It is, well, there's the original bag, look. So it's at least half the size, nowhere near the circumference of it was. I'll probably get a little bit more out of that, look. But that's 300mm by 200. So there we go. So it compacts nice and down. As I say, there is down bags out there that will come to 1/4 of that size, but they're really expensive, and they don't come in that sort of width. So you got your comfort, you got your -5, and again, if you want to go with your sleeping bag liner inside there, you've got another 3 or 4, so you're talking -10. So you're going to be nice and toasty with that one. Alright guys, there you go. Keep you toasty whichever way you want to go. Let me know what bags you use, what bags you prefer. Yeah, until then, fantastic. Thanks for watching.